At 7:45 a.m., a 14-year-old girl opened the door to cabin 28. Inside, she found her mother murdered, her brother murdered, and her brother's friend murdered. But strangely, 3 children sleeping in the next room were completely unharmed, and one child was missing. To this day, no one has ever been convicted. The murders happened on April 12, 1981, in the quiet mountain town of Keddie, California. Cabin 28 was home to Sue Sharp and her 5 children. It was a peaceful community where nothing like this had ever happened. But that night, someone entered the cabin, and everything changed. Inside the cabin were Sue Sharp, her son John, and John's friend Dana Wingate. At some point during the night, the killer attacked them. Investigators found signs of a violent struggle in the living room. Furniture was overturned. Evidence suggested the victims had been tied up. The killer used multiple weapons. The scene was brutal. But what made the case even more disturbing? 3 children were asleep in the bedroom next door, and they were never harmed. The next morning, Sue Sharp's daughter, Sheila, returned home. She opened the door and discovered the bodies. She immediately ran to get help. Police arrived quickly, but there was no sign of the killer, and one person was missing. Sue Sharp's daughter, Tina Sharp, had vanished. Investigators searched the area for Tina. There were no immediate clues. Years later, her remains were discovered miles away. This confirmed she had been taken from the cabin. But it raised even more questions. Why was she taken? And who was responsible? Police identified suspects early on. Some investigators believed the killer was someone the family knew. Evidence suggested the attack was planned. But mistakes during the investigation allowed the killer to escape justice. Key evidence was mishandled. Important leads were never followed. And over time, the case went cold. More than 40 years later, the Keddie cabin murders remain unsolved. The killer was never arrested. No one was ever convicted. Someone entered that cabin, committed a brutal crime, and disappeared, leaving behind one of the most haunting, unsolved mysteries in American history. Who do you think was responsible for the Keddie cabin murders? Let me know in the comments, and follow for more real, unsolved mysteries.